As long as it's not AM offlane solo. I have seen Tiny offlane solo before, even done it together with mind control, but not AM. I have not seen that before.
Dusk. Shadow Fiend.
Lena.
Yeah, really surprising. Both Rubik and Lina this early, I'd say. It's not surprising that they get picked, but as a first pick Rubik, that's not what I would have expected. Like, there's a lot of other heroes that would have been a lot better, I think. Like, in general, as a first pick hero, of course, Rubik's a very good hero. Like, Tusk, Shadowfin, and Lina are all great first pick heroes. And they go for the Rubik, which is very weird, I think.
Earth Shaker.
I'm really surprised they didn't ban the Tekis. It feels like Burning United would probably pick it if they get Tusk like this and it's not banned. Like, considering how they played the last game, there's a pretty high chance they would do Tekis. And they just let it go through, so we'll see if Scary Faces might even have a plan against the Tekis, but most teams don't, and they hate that hero more than anything. Earthshaker picked up though, which is a really good pick, especially against Lina, and having Shadowfin mid, so you have something to help out, so you don't get just owned when Lina starts getting levels, and you have to play so passive because the Laguna will just kill you.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm really sorry, guys. I muted my microphone. Like, the entire intro, everything was not there. I'm so noob. Okay. Tweet me on Twitter at Heflamoke how noob I am. Oh Jesus. No, don't do that. Oh Lord. Well, I made an amazing intro. I had some amazing jokes. Kefka shared a lot about his real life and everything, and I commented on it. Like, it was totally hilarious, but of course you missed everything out now.
Yeah.
So yeah, this the small intro now. Of course, after Clockwork and Earthshaker, as well as Disruptor is now banned out. Is that this is the Hitbox Challenger by Razor. Sorry for that little fuck up. It's, I don't know. I'm a bit overworked, I think. So tomorrow is the last day, and then I can relax a bit when it comes to casting. Let's go for the rest of the draft then, with microphone on.
Yeah, okay. So Clockwork picked up, which is a great hero against Shadowfin and Earthshaker. Not so surprising. Disruptor being picked up by Burning United after, which is very common. That's a great hero against Clockwork overall. So some pretty normal picks in the second phase so far. If we'll see if Scary Faces decide to do something different now. There's a Storm Spirit available that could be really good here with Shadowfin and Earthshaker and also Disruptor. If you get some good start, you can really tear apart those heroes. But didn't work out last game with the Storm Spirit, so they might be very hesitant to pick it again.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest problem about the Storm Spirit was that every time he subbed in, he just didn't get his target down. Like, he really wanted to get the Yapso, for example, on the Rubik down. That didn't really work out because, like, there was too much disable. There was a lot of disable waiting also on the other side. I mean, there was a Yule Scepter, they had Glimmer Capes, they had 4 staffs. The Avalanche mostly came in, and if the Anti-Mage locked onto him, then he didn't even have enough mana to sap out. And from there on, the Storm Spirit story was completely over without a happy end.
Yeah, and Enigma picked up by Scary Faces. So we're gonna see an Enigma support, I guess. I was thinking it's gonna be offlane, but Clockwork is picked, and I doubt they will do something too unorthodox. So it's nice to see an Enigma. I really like that hero, and it can do a lot of work. It's if it doesn't get punished, you can get a lot of farm and get early mech and just push with that. Second band, last band stage. Scare Faces need a carry, and Burden United need a carry as well. So.
Yeah, but there's not much left. That's the funny part. If you look down that ban list, like everything that's popular this meta is banned out pretty much, even the PL. So from now on, you really go for whatever you completely don't expect. It could be anything. It could be even an anti-mage again in this game.
Yeah, possibly. Could be a Husker. I'm gonna take
Husker, anti-mage, Spectre. Give me a Spectre. Like,
Oh,
if it's a
Spectre.
Spectre, I would be totally happy.
Spectre is a fun hero. That's really. I'm not gonna expect a Spectre. It hasn't been seen at all. Like,
And
One
it's
of
one
the
of my
most-
favorite heroes. One of my
Yeah,
best
also-
heroes with the best win rate I have in pubs.
one of the most ignored heroes right now.
Yeah.
If not the most ignored. It's not sure what these teams are looking for. There's, I think, considering how last game looked, it's like you can't really predict a hero. Like Juggernaut is available. That would be a pretty good hero. Like, what more? Drow has been picked by Burning United before. Not really sure what either team will go
Yeah.
for here.
It's funny, they continue. I think this is one of the most core bun heavy drafts I've ever seen, except for the bounty and the wisp. Everything is relatively normal. That the undying kind of slipped through, that is also a surprise, but everything else is the magic cores, the physical cores, everything has been banned out, and both are still in need for a core. And now I'm really curious. I mean, there's still a Storm Spirit. You said already that would be an option for either team, but it's a
yes.
Husker.
Yeah,
it
I
is
was-
coming out.
I kind of had a feeling that one of these teams would go for the Husker here. It's like a hero that can absolutely tear down every team. Like, you can actually... Husker might be one of the few heroes, or only hero, that can actually pretty much solo win the entire game. Like, when they try and kill him, when he's got his basic farm, even if you are 1 vs 5, you could actually take down all 5. It's not impossible.
Yep. So what do we see on the other side? It could be. It's, I don't know. Surprise me now, because the Husker was already like one thing that was like in the gamble. Naga Siren.
What?
This is a Naga core. Yes. I love this more than the
Oh, what?
Husker. Fuck Huskers. Like,
What,
seriously.
you like Naga to carry? Oh,
Yes.
Gonna be boring. I don't know. This became awkward now. The Husker can be really strong, but Naga, if she hits the late game, Husker has nothing to deal with Naga. Like, he can't do anything against the Naga. And Shadowfiend is not a very strong hero against Naga. He has some wave clear with, of course, races. He can deal with illusions. Also, Requiem is pretty good, but other than that, if Naga gets too farmed, he's gonna have a
Yeah.
big problem.
But then looking on the other side, like, Naga has a lot of things to overcome to actually get that far. And plus they also have some nice way to shut her down before she actually opens her mouth and sings to everybody. So that's very interesting to see. So big question mark if that Naga is coming through. Let's introduce those guys really fast. We have Ramses here on the Clockwork going into offline. We have Quista on the Lina again. We have Shadowy this time playing Enigma. The second Enigma of this tournament, by the way. We had one that was, I think, played by London Conspiracy.
Yeah, they made a huge turnaround against
Yeah.
Lemon Dogs, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
They,
We have
he-
Agnard on the Rubik, Space 21 on the Naga Siren. Very important role on this game. If he doesn't get his farm, then this is pretty much over. So let's look on the other side.
yeah, and we have Mind Control playing the Husker on the bottom lane, starting with Blitz of Attack. And the Yapsor here with Earthshaker and Hook on Shadowfiend. EGM on Disruptor and Pignum on the Tusk.
Oh, look at them, they're like super aggressive. Disruptor already coming there saying hello to Agnard, but Agnard is prepared and he knows that he has like a good stand on the high ground, so that's not gonna happen. It's a 50-50 bounty split, no surprises there whatsoever. The laning is kind of obvious at this point. We have to see if Disruptor or the Earthshaker stay around a bit for some mid harass so that the Shadow Fiend gets his initial soul through, but that's pretty much it. Quista, well, already trying to be aggressive. There's the first uphill miss. Some creep skipping coming out by Ramses, but also not the most effective one. I mean, only 2 creeps were hit. I wonder if he wants to keep this up and like just go for the next creep wave as well. Let's see.
He's gonna take the next, it looks like. I generally like to just release it here and get experience down there. See how it
Oh,
goes.
and
Yeah, he's
Bignum.
gonna...
Bignum going super aggressive here on that Naga with the Riptide and everything, but is that really a good idea? Right? Because now with another Riptide, oh, this might actually be very interesting. There's another Riptide and the right clicks are coming through. Bignum! Big question mark, Num.
Yeah, they were actually putting a dual lane up here with Dershik and the task to try and force this Naga to not farm.
Yeah.
And they just speed away first blood.
But Yapsa was like not in the mood to actually help there, but
Rubik is
Agnard.
completely trapped.
Yeah,
He's
completely
dead.
blocked in now. A tiny bit push out. He has another telekinesis. He could actually use that, but one more right click and that should just do the trick. No, actually 2 more right clicks. It is still enough. They get their revenge, but it doesn't change the fact that like the Naga is the one who needs to farm and she was the one involved in the first splat. So that's definitely nice for the Naga start either way.
Yeah, not only getting first blood on their safe lane, it also means that this Enigma is not gonna get pressured at all. They can't really rotate after eating away a kill already. And they have nothing to block the camp. They didn't do anything with the jungle here, and he's gonna get a lot of farm, it looks like.
Husker at the moment a bit trouble with the HP overall. He's getting a lot of creeps there because of the creep pull. But yeah, he's just using inner vitality and that should just give him something. But oh, in the mid, there's a nice race coming through. One more right click is needed. Oh, before the right click comes through, it's actually not gonna connect there. Like these light strike array was just in time. I mean, there was still the 50-50 chance to have an uphill miss, but wow, that was the most timely light strike array I've ever seen.
Yeah, but she's in some trouble on her Quista. Can't really go up and take any loss hits. One race could actually kill her. I think she got enough HP to survive one now, but either way, she has to wait a long time here because she can't take the last hit for bottle, so it's gonna be up soon, but this is not what you want from Lina. Shadowpin is gonna get a great early game here.
Yeah, oh, and he goes on the Husker. He really
Bottom
wants
lane.
him, but he's getting glimpsed back, actually stunned at the same time, and the damage over time by the Husker is still going for it. What level is that? It's only level 1 Burning Spears, but it was still enough to just get him down. So yeah, the aggressive play by the Clockwork at the moment not paying off. Nice kill there for the Husker.
Yeah, really nice that for the safe lane of Burn United. Husker was getting pressured quite a lot. The Clockwork's doing amazing work up until that point, but dying here is not what he wanted, and it's gonna be a lot harder now with Husker getting these levels. He can do a lot of damage, and if there's a glimpse when he's due for off Clockwork, he can just go down.
Oh, and Agnard. No, there's no telekinesis this time, and they could really do so much damage, especially after you use the Riptide. It's most people underestimate how much right click damage you get from it. Like the Riptide is not just instant damage, obviously it brings a lot of armor reduction as well. I mean, this is -3 armor here at this point, and he only has 4. So then it comes really down to how much HP do I have and a stout shield, which is the case for him, but he's still getting a lot of damage. Plus there's telekinesis, creeps also adding up quite a lot. So yeah, Bignum has to go back to the fountain, more free farm for the Naga, exactly what they need.
Yeah, and the Naga's doing quite well for himself, and the Enigma is doing amazing in the jungle so far, with no pressure at all. This is gonna be a good start for Enigma. I wonder if he's gonna go for the mech. I would assume so, and they would get an early game lead with a way for Shaker.
Oh well, look at this. This was a nice one by Dragon Slay, and Agnard is gonna get it. But Autolus is trying to get something here done on the Enigma, but he's stunned. And now the Fisher up. Oh Jesus, the raise up. I mean, doesn't matter Fisher or Razor. It actually goes for a kill. Problem is only that he lost his own life there on the way. So make this a 2-for-1 trade. Definitely nice for Scary Faces. Nice rotation as well by the Rubik.
Almost yuking that out. The Enigma gets finished off in then with the race. Was very important for Hook here, the Shadow Fiend that he got it. Otherwise it would have been a horrible trade, and they would probably have fallen behind quite a lot in in the
Oh,
safe
there's a
lane.
snowball on Ramses. It will meet under the tower. There's a sigil, but he still has cogs if he wants to. He doesn't use the cogs. There's a kinetic field, not locking him in.
No TPs.
Well, they go for the right clicks, but mind control doesn't have to jump. He can't jump, but question mark to a player. Why didn't he use the cogs?
I'm not sure. I think he would have died either way, but he might have gotten a trade if they used cogs. I don't know really what he was thinking there. I'm not sure
I
if
thought
the
he's
cogs...
holding back because he thought that Bignum might be in the cogs under the tower instead of pushing him back there, but well, okay, that was very interesting to be honest, like dying with the cogs up, like at least the mana burn would have been something nice, but I don't know, there's a kinetic field, just giving a position away here of the disruptor, something you don't want, but you can also not go for him because he will just clamps you back wherever he is, and he's just dying to the creeps, has bought everything out he can, not losing any gold, so yeah, feeder to the ancients.
Yeah, and the safe lane of Scary Faces have 2 arcane boots right now, and anyone who gets close is gonna get spammed out by just some random spells, doesn't matter which one they use. I don't think anyone can stand it really well. Earthshake is gonna try and get some farm and XP, and he's getting quite a lot, almost arcane after 6 minutes, which is very good for an Earthshaker.
And the question is now, who gets... Like, when this goes to mid-game, like, let's say in 10 minutes, and we kind of release the laning stage here, who's having the upper hand? What do you think?
I would say Scary Faces if Naga gets farm, which he's getting right now. The problem is the Huskar is a hero that can just kill everyone.
And his armlet is ready, so in theory, he's pretty much ready to jump whatever he wants to jump.
Yeah, I think he can kill anyone. Clockwork needs to have a TP on him if he's gonna... Like, he can go pretty aggressive in lane and just TP out as soon as Husker jumps. He won't be able to
But
kill
yeah,
him.
the disruptor, level 2 disruption, I don't think you can actually TP out of that. So
yeah.
whenever the disruptor is there, there's just no way you just TP away.
Yeah. But this Enigma is getting quite a lot of farm, being highest lasted almost, and quite high in net worth as well. And it's kind of scary to let an Enigma have this much farm. It's Midnight Pulse is pure, so it's kind of good against Huskar. He's gonna take a lot of damage from just those spells, and if Naga gets her farm, this Huskar can't really go into fight sufficiently.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is now obviously the fact that, well, the Lina is level 7. We want to see a Laguna Blight soon. It's 7 minutes into the game. Both of them did not rotate yet, don't even have a TP. Actually, the Shadow Fiend has a TP now. Lina has a TP now as well, that was in the last courier. So, okay, that's there. But, yeah, no rotation, no signs even of rotations coming. Maybe they wait till one of the teams just goes for whatever aggression, but EGM scouting out Ramses here. And he can only sit. He can only sit next to the tower. There's nothing else he can do.
Yeah, and one thing to talk about is that Huskar is really strong.
Oh, in the mid.
Oh.
Look at the snowball on the Lina. Oh god, she's dead
Very
before
nice.
she can even say Lina.
But Clockwork is a great hero against Huskar if you get the Blade Mail. Blade Mail absolutely counters Huskar. If he focuses you and you manage to pop it, he just dies instantly. The damage is unreal. Usually you trade your life, but that's fine if you're someone like Clockwork. You just wanna... If you trade your life for Huskar, that's so happy. That's what you want.
Yeah. Who is
See,
blinking there like mad in the mid now? Is there like some sort of aggression coming up in the team? Was that Agnard blinking or Yapsor blinking? They're
I
like...
think it was Yapsor, I'm not sure.
I guess it's the warding position or something he wanted to give away. Which just...
Yeah.
I don't know, I thought someone is mad or something because Selena just died there. Either way, we have the Nagasari now also with the Arcane Boots and 1,500 gold on top of it. Do you think the next item is already the Relic? I mean, he is halfway through with it.
Yeah, he's gonna go Radiance next, I think. He's gonna look for the Relic next.
Relic,
gonna-
Radiance, Yasha, or Relic, Core into BUTs. I don't know. Nagas, ever since, like, you know, we had always the old school Naga build that was without the Arcane Boots because Octarine Core didn't exist. So you had like Aquila sometimes into directly going for, say, for the Relic farm, and then you got BUTs, Yasha, etc. But oh, there's a go on the Tusker. Well, he was hit by the Riptide, and now is there a net or anything? No, not really. There's also a stun, so nothing's really coming out. Like, level 1 net would actually do sometimes wonders, in my opinion, but you're never gonna see it for if it's a core Naga.
I think she's gonna go for Octarine Core for sure, but I'm not sure when. Will she get Boots of Travel first? Probably. Will she get Yasha first? maybe. Might even go Manta, which I really doubt, but it's possible. Haste on HeflaTV, easily gonna get out of that fight. But,
Well, Enigma also joining the fray now because, well, level 9, decent farm, decent level actually on him. More level than farm actually. He only got 3.2k net worth. Is equipped with the soul ring and
Glimpse on
having
Clockwork.
almost-
He's gonna try and keep out immediately.
He's TPing out, and that's just not enough. He's gonna be in the base and die. Ah,
Survives.
no, he
He's alive.
survives.
Yeah, it was really close. He was under 10 HP when he was the least, but Tranquilus are doing some work there. It's really nice with armor, and it's just overall nice. It was really nice that he survived. But
Well, they still got the tower, so at least they
yeah.
got something. Also, at the meantime, like Hooky is
Smoke.
working on the tier 1 tower.
Smoke on top lane. They wanna kill this Naga before she gets too fat.
Yeah.
Only Rubik defending right now.
Well, she's away 1,500 gold from a relic. She would lose another 300, 400 gold, something like that.
No
with
TPs
death.
on anyone else.
Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. It's a beautiful setup. She's spamming her song button, but there's no singing today. She's going down, and that was a very much needed kill. She's losing 350 gold right there. And that's, of course, really, really bad news. The Rubik was not there in time, but we have a Clockwork. But is that really something you want to come into?
No, he can't really. He's really having trouble right there. What can he do? His lowest net worth in his team. He can't solo kill anyone. I'm not sure if I don't think he can solo kill Earthshaker even. Like that's how poor he is. And I'm not sure what his plan is. Like he needs farm. He needs the Bayman like I talked about. The Huska will have like 2 or 3 items before that happens.
Yeah.
And he's not finding any space at all. It's gonna be a big problem for the Scary Faces if Clockwork doesn't get anything.
Well, at this point, I also want to see Enigma action because he got, if he wanted Blink Dagger, he could just buy it now in the side shop and he could blow up whatever comes, pretty much.
Yeah, I was thinking, is he looking for
Oh,
Midas?
there's Oakshot in the mid, finding an easy target. I mean, this probably would have been an easy solo kill as well. There was a glimpse back on Quista, but either way, regardless what you would have glimpsed there, that was a kill.
Yeah, it's nice that Clockwork is involved in something else also. That's a lot of gold that he gets compared to what he was recently. But Enigma is looking for BKB rush, which is not what I thought. I was thinking it's gonna go Midas, Mech, or Blink.
Yeah, and look at this, they go into Roshan. This is minus armor by the Shadow Fiend, no nothing else. In theory, the Husker could solo this one, but I mean, now they got ice armor, they got the sigil. This is so much slow on Roshan. Jesus Christ, too bad you don't see any attack speed stats on Roshan when you mouse over. But right now, he's hitting like it was an Enchantress or something.
Yeah, and the rocket comes out not in time to steal the kill, but this is big for Burning United.
Oh, this for sure was a good try. Even the ice shots was a good try. It might have been like the perfect little... By the way, this is the new immortal hook for Pudge.
Yeah.
Just saying. But it was a nice little thing there, John. But yeah, it was a good try. If Enigma was caught on the side, then that might have been actually a kill. She's getting now her... Not Blink Dagger. Okay, she saved up 2.5k to not buy a Blink Dagger. She's actually going for a BKB right away. Now I'm very, very much surprised. However, they find the Shadow Fiend here. There's still no net. Spacey is being here, spotted out. 1k gold away from the Sacred Relic, but he's just ignoring it like he's an illusion. He's pretending to be an illusion. Just like that. They pop a new Observer Ward directly next to a sentry, but I think... No, this is not enough. I think there's like a millimeter missing to actually do something. Are they trying to push the tier 1 tower here actually for a trade top?
Husky and Echo Slam. This could be
Oh, this
horrible.
is so bad. This is so bad. The ice shots. Oh, they are perfect. They're absolutely perfect. But into a black hole. There's a snowball interrupting the entire thing. Quista, can he do something? There's a song. They want to go out. He could have blown up maybe someone, but he's just getting glimpsed back. Easy kill. Light Striker Rage just buying some time, but also Shadowy. Not gonna find anything here. Clockwork can't help. He has a haste rune, but this was a disaster of a push, if you really can call this push. Power didn't get any damage. They only got a lot of death. A lot
That
of
was
death.
Black Hole into Naga Sleep. Both were used at the exact same time.
Yeah,
That
this
was
is-
really awkward.
And the snowball was already cast, like, it just interrupted the Enigma, and there's nothing you
Yeah.
can do. To be honest, this is something to tiny, like, really tiny buff the Naga. I think also the snowball should be interrupted by the Naga ultimate. But maybe that's too strong of a of a buff then for her. But now, as long as there's a Tusk in, like, I never feel really safe playing an Enigma. However, look at Ramses. What is he doing? He's TPing out. Is there anything coming? You know, Yules, no nothing, no Klimps. Nope, they didn't even see him where he went. But this is a safe tier 1 tower here top. I don't think there's any defend that's gonna be mounted by Scary Faces. Not at all.
Naga has a split push. She has to get her Relic and Radiance up. There's no way Scary Faces can do anything against Burning United right
3.2.
now. Yeah, she's getting close. It's not too far away. It's not gonna be an early Radiance at all, but it's not gonna be a horribly late one either. But they will lose a lot of towers, I think, with this Aegis on Huskar. They just wanna push and no Naga, sleep, no Black Hole. There's nothing to stop Burning United right now.
Well, that's also the biggest problem. Like, you have a team on top of a Naga Siren that's not good in pushing at all. Like, if a Naga Siren gets some tier 1 tower gold, that would actually be nice, because you could finish your Relic without deaths at minute 12, 10 sometimes maybe, if the farm and everything's good. But she died twice, and wait, no, actually she died once, I think. Yeah, she only died once. Had that first plat kill, however, so that is some bonus. Maybe she's getting the mid tower now, but there's still a cliff to use. But top, there's already a fight going on. The BKB being popped. Enigma not done with her BKB. It's not finished, so they get a double kill here easily. And that's also, I think, a tier 2 tower now, already on 50% HP. Naga, the right click on this tower is very, very important for her. She has no song, but she wants to risk it. I know she wants to risk it. There we go, and that is her Relic, but she's still in need of the recipe. And knowing that there is a Naga waiting for you, and that's gonna be a horrible end game, I think they might even push on, or just wait high ground, wait for anything. No, they just go back and try to optimize their farm.
Bottom lane, Lina's getting snowballed, and Huskar is here.
Oh, Krista, he's not getting anything off. Not even the Yule sub to use. He kind of accepted his fate there.
Yeah, she was thinking quite a lot on how to survive that, I think, and in the end she just used stun and then TP.
You could have used the Huskar in flight, I guess.
She could have done it. That's why I think she kind of like overthought that. She was like, okay, I have to stop Tusk from doing something, but I can't let Huskar kill me, so I have to stun go for something. I was like,
oh, top. Yapsa. Easy go on 2 raises, not even needed. 1 raise and the right click. Yapsa is going for it. Of course, having a Blink Dagger on an Earthshaker is very nice to have, so he grabbed some nice experience. But we also have the Naga Siren coming in. She actually bought the Radiance recipe first, and now there we go. There's the stun. And let's see, the Black Hole even committed for this one. The Cog's not connecting, but Yapsu is coming in. What a beautiful Echo Slam now. All 3 of them are getting stunned. The Requiem is getting through. Well, the Shadow Fiend dies, but all 4 of them are dead, including the ones that died before. Oh Lord, Yapsu, you are making the plays, my friend.
Yeah, that was a big hit turnaround. There was Earthshaker was very unlucky there, actually. He blinked into Cogs.
Yeah.
And still got it off, everything.
I mean, this was Echo Slam into a triple enchant totem stun that gave the Shadow Fiend the time to get the original Requiem off, as well as the Requiem death animation, and all that together, plus of course the damage by the Earthshaker translated in a 3-for-1 trade, and they all died even before the Shadow Fiend there. So Naga, I don't know, she should have bought her freaking Relic.
Yeah.
And have 0 gold and go into this fight, in my opinion. But now she's again 800 gold away from the whole thing.
She was over 4k gold, and she buys the recipe.
Yeah, I don't understand. It doesn't make
really awkward.
Yeah, doesn't make sense to me. But kinetic field here and silenced as well. There will be a hookshot. Well, there is at least a plate man on. They're not gonna hit him for now. He's running out. Is there anything else? Glimmer Cave already coming out that early into the game. Rams is trying to do something. Hookshot, not gonna happen. Not gonna land on anything. He's already dead. The question is now, do we see something on the Huskar here? Not a Glimmer Cave or anything. But nah, he's just getting that kill on Shadowy. Yule Scepter in the air. There is a stun. Do they get anything through here? The right kicks are coming through, but the snowball, and now he's toggling the entire thing through. It could be another nice setup here. Light Strike Array on both, but they finished the song here. He's jumping on someone. Telekinesis in the air. Now the Shadow Fiend is joining also that fight, and Jesus Christ, he's going for big punches. Now what he needs is some nice races. There is a Fissure, not the best one, but they lose at least the Huskar, so that's something. But also, this was more the tower than actually the heroes. They all have to TP out more or less. And the Naga surviving this is of course good news, because she finally got her Relic. The courier is waiting to go for the secret shop, but there's also a Shadow Fiend, so maybe not, you know, the best timing to actually send the courier over to buy a Relic.
Clockwork is scouting with rockets to see if it's safe, which is good play by him.
like 90 minutes in. She was supposed to have that freaking relic like a while ago. If now someone would actually kill the courier with a relic on, that is such a bummer. At this point, I would just stand up and say like, fuck it, not with me, I'm going home.
And it becomes a lot harder for Burning United now with that Radiance up. If she plays it well, she can split push a ton, and it's gonna be a different game completely. Like Burning United has to play a lot better. Like they played well so far, but they have to step up. Like they have to deal with Naga, they have to push, decide when they can actually go for high ground. Is it possible against Naga? Do they have to go for late game? Can they go Roche? In mid lane, is there a glimpse?
Oh, that Fissure. Well, the glimpse could still be there, but there's a haste rune on the clockwork, so they get it. It's nighttime, so they didn't have the vision. So they don't get it together with the glimpse, but the glimpse could have been really powerful right there.
Yeah, and now Naga is gonna build split. They wanna go now when the Radiance hit. Not sure if how far they wanna go. They wanna get this tower down for sure.
She has 14 seconds on the TP, so Naga is not in the loop here anyway. Oh, Shadowy, you don't want to be here. Oh, that's such a guaranteed kill. 100%, completely silenced, kinetic field spent as well. No way to get something. So this is a guaranteed tier 2. Naga just now starting to actually do something, but the problem is this was the mid tier 2, bottom the tier 2 already actually got a lot of damage, so next steps could be either high ground or systematically go through all of this. This is just bad because Burden is just too early with the pushes. That was exactly what Shadow Scarefaces did not want to do.
Yeah, and Enigma was about 500 gold away from BKB 10 minutes ago, and still doesn't have it.
Yeah, I don't know how often he lost that BKB recipe in gold.
Yeah, it's been really hard.
Oh, there's a nice opening here, but is that a BKB bait? At the moment it doesn't really look like it. Is there something coming through? No, there is no Arcanum Scepter on the Lina. She doesn't want to risk it to actually go for it. I think that might have been actually a Laguna Blight blow up. Like after the Inner Vitality, he had like, what, 500 HP? I think that might have been a Laguna shot.
The Laguna Blade is off cooldown, so it shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't go for it, but okay, interesting.
Still good for Scarefaces to defend, just delay. So everything that they do, that doesn't mean they lose the game, is good at this point, unless Naga dies.
Yeah.
It's like how this game is going right now.
To be honest, they should ignore everything. Like even Roshan, unless you want to spend a song, for example, and force BKBs. But Agnard saying hello to the Tusk, like getting him away, the ice shards, scouting it out. Is there any snowball coming? No. That would also be too deep. I mean, there's still a tier 2 tower. They could TP in. Well, we had EGM following on his footsteps here and seeing if he could help, but I don't think this is a good idea to initiate on this one. But you're right, Scareface is the only thing they're interested in at the moment is completely slowing this game down. Like, stop them from pushing, even if it's at the cost of defeating some other heroes or anything. Just go for it.
Be careful now, Burden United. Yeah, this is really nice with the Clockwork. He can stop this Roshan completely. He just have to spam rocket in and buy time for Naga. They can't go that safely into the Roche pit. With Naga setup and black hole, he has the BKB now finally, so they can't really stop it. Because Tusk can't really get in range to do this punch when there's a big black hole being channeled. So this is looking a lot better for Scarefaces now.
I wouldn't say a lot better, but like the positioning is nice. They can send illusions as well, Naga illusions, even though they are on cooldown and she's farming now the jungle. So that's not something, but yeah, they're scouting this out. The good thing is you could use a Naga song and try to steal the Aegis, or at least try to get BKBs out. They're going forward. They're going forward. There's a kinetic field. There's even the ultimate, and Naga is actually locked in. There's a snowball going through, but this is on the Enigma. Now everybody is stunned, but they already got the Naga Siren down, so every hope of Scarefaces is down. Enigma. There's a tiny bit space to the left, but in the meantime, they get Ignite here on the Rubik. The Tusker was jumping on him. We have still the Clockwork, not really being part of all this, and of course Roshan died somewhere in the meantime of all of this. This is bad. 3 down. The Naga Siren just owned by the Disruptor. Completely owned.
Yeah, they didn't expect the Ocean to go down that fast, and Clockwork had to go there, I think. He had to go in Roche Pit or at least kill a Disruptor.
Yeah.
If he did, that could have been really good for Scarefaces. But now, Aegis on, I think it's the Husker, yeah. And he can just take down this tower. He has Aghanim's for some reason, just to dive deeper, I guess.
Yeah, Burden makes the call. They want to go for the mid, even though the Shadow Fiend had the opportunity to get the tier 2 tower. But look at it, Haska super aggressive here. Yule Scepter by to Lina. She doesn't want to spend anything else. They just want to get him down. The right clicks will be enough. The Ages, sure, but they're gonna lose Rax in the meantime. That's the biggest problem. They still have to deal with him the second time. There's a hookshot on him, but there's also the song. The song actually not really helping here. So what are they doing? There's a nice black hole coming. Both are in, and now they release the song. But what is actually happening with this? Nothing is really happening. There is a disruptor going down, but for the price of Egnard, and now they all turn it around. Where's the Husker in the meantime? He's somewhere here in the bottom lane and still fighting. Well, the towers at the moment here helping. We don't have another hookshot. So what's actually happening? The Rax still going down. There's the buyback on Egnard. They tried to go in, but wow, that was an easy kill on the Egnard. Jesus Christ, they called it already?
Yeah, I don't think they can win anymore. That's Naga sleeping to black hole and not getting anything done with it. That's just game. You can't defend
Oh, it was the
it.
disrupt. Woohoo.
That ending was anticlimactic. It was mind control just dove so deep. I thought Naga was gonna sleep the rest of the team, and then they kill mind control. But instead, they just let mind control kill anyone else, everyone, and they try and kill the rest, but they can't because they're way too tanky and too farmed.
Well, that was a very interesting game. To be honest, I still think they had a chance to defend more Raxes. They couldn't push in bottom because the tier 2 tower was still standing. Top would have been the option for Burden to rotate in, but man, you have a Naga, you can really try to drag this out, but well, I guess in the end they just said, oh, this is just too much of a hassle and we just don't want to go for it, especially if you're already 1-0 up. That means Burden United wins this. That means also Burden United and London Conspiracy are now top in the challenger group. We have 2 more challenges tomorrow and then our mini final, which is a best of 5. Burden United is 3-0, now 4-0. London Conspiracy is 3-1. That makes them leader of the group, both leaders of the group, sort of, in first and second place. Anyway, guys, so I'm gonna announce tomorrow's challenges soon on my Twitter at Heflamoke for Kefka. Of course, you can follow him as well, giving some nice insights and being more and more seen here on the other side of the microphone. Let's say it like this. You can follow him on at Kefka Dota. Yeah, that being said, guys, we're done for today, but of course the Razor giveaway is still up there, so give me just 2 minutes and I will play some ads, some music. I'll prepare the giveaway. You just have to be in the chat, and you do not want to spam raffle and you do not want to spam giveaway. There's a button you click on Hitbox, and that you will see that button if you are on the Hitbox page. If you are now on a embedded player somewhere on a betting site, then I recommend you go directly to the Razor stream here on Hitbox. That all being said, good luck with the raffle. I will contact you when the winner is raffled out, whatever. So,
yeah.
That being said, guys, see ya!
So, yeah.